Hello friends, and welcome back to my series on building your dream business. I hope you loved my video last week on a vision board, and if you did make a vision board, please make sure to tag me. I want to see what you guys are doing and I want to see all of your dreams. So in today's video, I've gotten a lot of requests from people on YouTube and also just people in my real life who own small businesses to talk a little bit more about how I analyze my sales from previous years and how I sort of project out my sales for the following year. I am a numbers junkie. I love to do a spreadsheet for literally everything. Personal life, professional life, I put it in a spreadsheet. I just find that it really helps me to organize my information, and I'm so data driven that if the data is there and it tells me something and I can put in a formula, it's like a win-win. It's just sort of a clear roadmap for me. So this video is going to be all about how I do that. There are definitely more details to it than what I'm going to share in this video because I would like to keep it sort of high level and short and sweet for you guys for right now. But if you do have questions throughout, just leave them in the comment box below and I'll try to get to them or maybe even make another video on it. I really just love my analytics. I have a Shopify for my platform, my website. So I have a plan. I think it's like the middle of the road plan, not the like crazy big one, but I do pay more than the base fee because I want to get really good reports, and I will do more videos on specific reports, but for today we're just going to pull our sales analysis for the year and use that. I also have created a free template for you guys that I'll leave down below that basically is what I use too. You can fill in your own information for the previous year and start to project on 2022. I really want to become your business BFF, your best friend in all of this to help you grow your business. I can create a tool for you to use. I will absolutely do it. So that is linked down below. It's a Google Doc. You can just copy and paste, download, whatever suits you and your system. So I track all of my sales by month, and then it does sum up at the bottom for a year. Why would you track by month and not just put one big sales goal for the year and strive towards that? Well, in my opinion, every month cannot be treated equal. Depending upon what you sell, you're gonna have seasons. So if you're in apparel, you are absolutely going to be at the mercy of Mother Nature and the different weather patterns in the different places in the country. So your January is not going to be the same as your May, for instance. Holidays definitely play into the sales volume that you have. Obviously, Christmas and what most people call fourth quarter, so that November, December time period is going to have a higher sales contribution for you. I would at least think so, unless for some reason your business is so unique and it's focused around something else. But for most of us, the Christmas season is going to be our biggest season. So I would look to planning that definitely different than I would slow retail months. Typically, January and July are the slowest months. And a lot of that is just because January we're coming off of the holidays and July is peak summer. It's like outside, people are on vacation. It's not really a heavy retail period. August sort of has back to school. So you can see how I'm just sort of spitting things out, but there are months that drive different sales trends than others. So to treat all 12 months the same just really doesn't make that much sense. So I think planning by month is super important. As you start to plan your business using the template that I provided for you, you can look at each month specifically and figure out if there is something that's going to drive sales more than another. And I would also say the best part about planning by month is it allows you to find those months where your sales volume might be a lot lower than others, and that might be an opportunity for you to plan something new, a new product launch, a new sale, even something new that could drive sales in that month. So don't think that January is a wash, I'm not going to sell anything. You have Valentine's Day in February, you might be able to capitalize on that for January. And so planning by month really starts to get your wheels turning and figuring out what months are what months basically have an area of opportunity for you to grow and maybe expand your line, whatever that might be. So the other part of all of this is how to track, and I did provide you the template so you can start there. But where you really need to get familiar is with your analytics, whether that's Shopify or you have a Squarespace. If you don't have either and you are currently just selling in farmers markets, I would take very detailed notes My first year when I sold the majority of my business in person in markets, I kept a notebook with every detailed sale that I made. So that way I was able to go back and look at my analytics every month, and I knew, okay, in June I did 4 farmers markets and 1 weekend long market. This is my sales results from that effort, and so on and so forth. So whatever you're doing, wherever stage you're at, just keep numbers, keep them somewhere, whether it's making your own Excel spreadsheet, using the one I've given you, a notebook. Just start to gather as much information as you can. I cannot stress that enough. I think people don't look at the numbers enough when they're building a business, and the numbers is 100%, in my opinion, where you're going to find a successful business versus one that's not so successful. Now you've got your last year information and you have put in your plan for 2022. As we go through the year, the next step would be to track your sales and see how you're trending to those numbers. My favorite number to do that is percent over last year. And I have this on Shopify. So when you pull an analytics report for your sales in Shopify, it will do one of 2 things. You could either have it pull from your previous month, or you can have it pull from last year. I personally love last year because it is exactly from that moment in time, where am I tracking against myself last year? And don't forget that you can always change. There might be months that you oversell your plan, and there might be months that you don't. So those months can affect your future plans. So you can adjust down the road, or something might happen. So that's why I did put that notes section in the template, because it's really important to know maybe why you missed your sales plan or why you oversold, because that's going to help us plan for the next year after that. So if you haven't gotten my biggest tip, take notes, write down information, just gather as much data as you possibly can. Data is going to be your friend in building a successful business, and a profitable one too. The whole point of creating these sales plans is so that you at least have a roadmap and you have somewhere to go. When you have those big dreams, it can sometimes feel overwhelming and you can get quite discouraged if you haven't achieved that. So breaking down your sales into monthly goals is creating the opportunity for you to have a win every single month. You can literally celebrate every single month by making your sales goals, and that's what the next step would be in all of this. Is we've got our roadmap. We know it's not set in stone, but when you achieve your sales goal, celebrate it. It could be something as simple as going out to get ice cream if that's what you love to do. It could be something as small as buying yourself something, or if you're crazy like me, investing back in my business. That makes me happy. It doesn't matter what makes you happy, but when you do have these small wins, you have to celebrate them. And if you don't create opportunities to have these small wins, you're just going to get discouraged because you're not at that end goal. And the whole point of running your own business is to have fun and to celebrate. So make sure that as you go through this next year, in the months that you kill it or something happens, celebrate those wins, because it's going to give you motivation to keep going. My last point, and I learned this in my previous job working in corporate retail as a retail buyer, you are never going to be 100% right. So let's just get that out of the way. You're never going to be 100% right, because you're either going to oversell your plan or undersell your plan. I cannot wait to share more with you guys and help you build the life that you dream of having. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.